Welcome to another cookery show. I hope you've been keeping safe and been trying out the recipes. Today we are going to do Nyama Choma, but differently, with energy efficient appliances. No charcoal, no smoke, no getting dirty. So straight away into our Nyama Choma, and we are going to also have some roast potatoes. So I will use the electric pressure cooker, which you must be familiar with now. That is the EPC, which has the pot, which is the sufuria, and it has the cooker, which is like the hot plate, and the lid, which is very well insulated with a rubber, which assists to keep in the pressure. So we'll place our pot in there, and then I have my potatoes, which I have already peeled and sliced. Pour them into the sufuria. Sprinkle some salt, not much, to your taste, and add in some water. So the bottom of the chamber we will use for boiling the potatoes. The top part we will use to steam the meat, which later we will dry off by roasting with an energy efficient appliance. So that is enough water. We don't have to submerge them because there will be that steam there. Then I'll put in this tripod, which will now hold the meat. I have my ribs here, just washed and drained. I have some soy sauce here. I'll add in a bit of salt and some garlic, crushed garlic. This is all for flavor. You're free to add anything else that you may wish to add, like rosemary leaves. They go well with lamb. So mix them up and brush onto the meat so that we can have the flavor go into the meat. And if you just want the usual Nyama Choma taste, just brush with salt and water. My meat is a bit fatty, but you can also get lean ribs, or you can trim them depending on your taste. So these are just flavor enhancers. There we go. I'll now take my meat and put it on the tripod because I want it to just steam. I just want it to steam, arrange it well. So that is now ready for sealing. So close our pot. So we've closed our pot, and here we have our energy meter, which is at 0 at the cost. So we are going to look at it and see how much. Just a minute. So there's our energy meter, which you can confirm the middle row is at 0. So we will select the manual setting, where we will do just 10 minutes of steaming. So with the manual setting, you're able to make a decision how much time you require to cook your food. For me, I just want to steam it for 10 minutes. So as we are waiting for the pressure to build, the pressure will build, it will come up, and the pin here, this red pin, will pop up once the pressure has built, and it will start the countdown, counting for us the 10 minutes until they are over. Then the pin will go down, and we're able to remove our meat for the next process. So here we are, the pin has come up, the pressure valve is sealed, the countdown has started. So after 10 minutes we'll revisit this pressure cooker. But some of the safety features to note is that the pressure cooker does not get hot on the outside. It is just warm. You can touch it, it doesn't burn you, there's no steam coming out, there's no noise, more importantly. So nobody needs to know that you're cooking. It is just a silent, clean cooking method. And once the countdown is over, it goes automatically to the keep warm program, which will keep your food warm for several hours. So this is showing 0 hours. So after 1 hour, it will show 1 hour, 2 hours, and so forth, so that you can tell for how long your food has been kept warm. Supposing you had gone away and you come back, you're able to see my food stopped cooking 3 hours ago. Our meter shows that we have used 0.16 units, and we'll leave it at that, 0.16 units. Here I am with my calculator. So we have 0.16 times 21 shillings. During these COVID times, PikaNaPower has also reduced their tariff rates. It's 21 shillings instead of 22. So that gives us 3 shillings and 36 cents only to steam our meat and potatoes for 10 minutes. Hold that there. We'll finish it off in the multi-cooker. I finish my cooking quickly. I can have the option of releasing my pressure manually. So you can see I have now turned the valve, release pressure manually. The pressure is coming out and the steam is there, but it's harmless. It is not hot. So it is still completely safe to release the pressure. It's not shooting everywhere with even the soup and everything. So it is completely safe to release your pressure. Just turn the vent to the open side where it has that picture of steam escaping. So you can see the pressure has reduced, and once it's over, the pin will go down, and once the pin is down, it will give us the go ahead to be able to open this pressure cooker completely safely. And there is our pin has gone down. So here we have our meat already looking very nice because of the soy sauce. You can see it has a very nice brown rich color. Our potatoes have also steamed. I did the steaming fast so that the meat is tender. Otherwise you can roast it straight away in the roaster if you want to, but for me I prefer to tenderize the meat and have the flavors soak into the meat in this steaming method before I put them in the multi-cooker. So here I have a multi-cooker. This multi-cooker has hot also, which is like the sufuria. There's the hot plate underneath. It can take up to 6 liters of food. It also has a tripod which I will use so that the meat does not get any water underneath or any liquid or soup or gravy will be released, and the meat will remain dry for it to be like Nyama Choma. It has the heater control here on the side, and it also has a timer. So there's the heater control which will control the bottom and the top. The top also has a heating element which you will see once I have switched it on. So we'll place our meat in there and potatoes so that they can now just brown for another maybe 10 minutes. And we'll also connect it to the meter so that we know how much power we have used. My potatoes and meat well arranged in my multi-cooker, which can do a variety of things. I have some onions here which are just to add some color and some flavor. Just sliced one very big onion, sliced, and because of that onion I will brush with just a little bit of oil just so they can be a bit crisp. With the multi-cooker, one of the benefits is that you do not have to use much oil, so it is a healthier option. You can see the little oil that I'm putting, not much compared to what you would be doing if you were deep frying the potatoes and the onions. So the multi-cooker gives you a healthier option, and even this oil that I'm putting is it is optional, but you can see it is less than a tablespoon, just so that our meat and the onions stay a bit crisp. So I'll switch on and turn on the multi-cooker, and there we go. The top part lights up, that cooks through this halogen lamp, and the bottom part has that plate, so it is cooking below, roasting from below and the top. So we'll give it 10 minutes and we'll see how much it will cost us and the results at the end. Nice sauce that has been left behind, but you can see it is something that you can put in a gravy bowl and will be served together with your meat in case somebody requires some sauce. So it has a timer. It will go on and off, this halogen lamp. So if you, like now for example, it has gone off, but it's still cooking, is still going on from the bottom plate. And when I look at my meat, it actually looks quite ready, the color that I would like it to have. And this has only been 5 minutes, and I think I'm satisfied with the 5 minutes. I don't need to go any further. Remember, the meat is already cooked because it was already steamed. So all we wanted to do was to get that nice Nyama Choma look, which I think we have achieved. So 5 minutes is good, and 5 minutes have used 0.09 units. Remember, our previous cost was 3 shillings and 36 cents with the cooking of the meat, steaming. And while the sauce is still warm, I can see it has moved to 0.17 units. So my 4 shillings rounding was perfect. So over there now we have a multi-cooker that is at 0.09 times 21 shillings comes to 1 shilling and 89 cents. We add together the 3 shillings and 36 cents. Our meal has cost us 5 shillings and 25 cents to cook a complete meal, which is sufficient for 2 people or 3. So there we are. Electricity is much cheaper. So there is our dish for today. So our roast potatoes with Nyama Choma and the sauce straight from the EPC, the electric pressure cooker, looking inviting. So please go try and enjoy. So there we come to the end of our cookery show for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll try out my Nyama Choma and roast potatoes. And steaming is key to making your meat soft. So see you next time, and please stay safe.